Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session of carbon and important element. Properties of carbon in the allotropic form. Allotropy. Some elements occur in nature in more than one form. The chemical properties of these different forms are the same, but the physical properties are different. This property of element is called as allotropy. Like carbon, sulfur, phosphorus also exhibit property allotropy. Now, for example, if you consider carbon, the allotropes of carbon is, you can say, diamond. Diamond also is a carbon. Then graphite is also a carbon. Then fullerene is also a carbon. Their chemical properties are same. The symbol is same C, but the molecular structure in the form in which it is present, that is different, and therefore they are called as allotropy of carbon. So first of all, we'll discuss about crystalline forms. Two forms are there. One is crystalline form, that is they have specific structure, and one is allotropic form where there is no structure. So first of all, we'll discuss about the crystalline form. Crystalline form has a regular and definite arrangement of atoms. They have high melting points and boiling points. The crystalline form has a definite geometrical shape, sharp edges, and plane surfaces. Carbon has three crystalline allotropes. You can see one of the example. One is diamond here. You can structure. You can see many plane surfaces are there. Geometrical shape is there. Diamond are found in India mainly in Golconda, Karnataka, and Panna, Madhya Pradesh. Diamond are also found in South Africa, Brazil, Belgium, Russia, and America. Now, how is the molecular structure of a diamond? That example, that picture is shown of the structure of diamond. In diamond, every carbon is bonded to four neighboring atoms by covalent bonds. You can see that the center of the carbon is having four bonds in four corners. That is called tetrahedral or tetragonal. Therefore, diamond has a tetragonal three-dimensional structure which makes it very hard. Properties: brilliant and pure diamond is the hardest natural substance. The density of the diamond is 3.5 gram per centimeter cube. Melting point of diamond is 3500 degrees Celsius. When diamond is heated up to 800 degrees Celsius, it is present in the form of carbon dioxide. Is When diamond is heated at 800 degrees Celsius, in the presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide is given away. In this process, no other product besides carbon dioxide is formed. Diamond does not dissolve in any solvent. Acid bases have no effect on diamond. Diamond is a bad conductor of electricity and therefore it does not have free electrons. Uses of diamond: diamond are used in cutting glasses and rock drilling machines. Though they are very hard, so therefore they are used in drilling holes. Diamond are used as in ornaments. Everyone likes to wear the diamond. Diamond is one of the costliest ornaments. Diamond knives are used in the eye surgery. For the eye operation, the razor or blade is used in the form of diamond because it is very sharp. Diamond dust is used for polishing other diamonds. Diamond is used to make windows, giving protection from radiation in space and in artificial satellites. So, in artificial satellites, in order to protect it from in order for giving protection, the diamond is being used in the artificial satellites. Artificial satellites, which we are human beings are preparing it, and it is rotated on the orbit of the Earth. They are called as artificial satellite. Now, another crystalline form of the carbon apart from diamond is graphite. Graphite is found in natural state in Russia, New Zealand, America, and India. The lead used in pencil is made by mixing graphite with clay. This process was discovered by Nicholas Jacques Conte in 1795. Structure. Now we have seen the structure of diamond. It is hexagonal, sorry, tetragonal. But the structure of graphite is hexagonal. Hexagonal means six carbon is formed as a plane layer. A vertical six diamond is formed. You can see the structure here. Every carbon atom is bonded with three other carbon atoms in such a way that hexagonal layered structure is formed. You can see each carbon with three bond, two at the sides, one is the vertical, and a hexagonal layered structure is formed. You can see the structure here. A graphite crystal is made up of many sheets or layers of carbon atoms. These layers slip over each other on applying pressure. One layer of graphite is called as graphene. Now we'll move to properties of graphite. Graphite found in nature is black, soft and slippery. You touch it, it will slip out and they are very soft, easily breakable. Inside each layer of graphite, free electrons are moved continuously within the entire layer, and that is why graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Whereas in diamond, there is no free electrons and therefore electricity cannot pass through it, and therefore diamond is a bad conductor of electricity. Due to layered structure, graphite can be used on writing a paper. Density of graphite is 1.9 to 2.3 gram per centimeter cube, and therefore it is not very hard. Graphite does not dissolve in most solvents. Diamond does not dissolve in any of the solvent, but graphite does not dissolve in many solvents. Means in few solvents it can be dissolved. Uses of graphite, it is used in making lubricants. Lubricants, that is in the where metals are being joined with each other. So lubricant is used so that they can move smoothly without rusting. Then graphite is used for making carbon electrodes. You can know about the pencil cell in that black color carbon rods are there. That is electrodes. That is best example of carbon electrodes. Graphite is used in pencils for writing. Everyone knows about the pencil. The graphite is used in paints and polish. Graphite is also used in arc lamps, which gives a very bright light. So many uses of graphites are there. The next crystalline structure of carbon is fullerene. Fullerene is an allotrope of carbon, is rarely found in nature. It is found in soot and interstellar space. You can see the structure here, how it is found here, like a buckyball. The first example of fullerene is Blackminster fullerene, that is 660. This allotrope of carbon is named as fullerene after the architect Richard Buckminster Fuller because the structure of C60 resembles the structure of geodesic dome he designed. Harold Kroto, Robert Kerr, and Richard Smalley were given the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1996 for the discovery of carbon allotrope fullerene C60. So not only C60 is there, but there are other carbon structure like C60, C70, C76, C82, and C86 are the other examples of fullerene. Their molecules occur in small numbers in the soot. Now, the properties. Molecules of fullerene are found in the form of buckyballs and buckytubes. There are 30 to 900 carbon atoms in one molecule of fullerene. Fullerenes are soluble in organic solvents such as carbon disulfide, chlorobenzene, etc. The uses fullerenes are used in as an insulators. Insulators, they are bad conductor of electricity and heat. Fullerene is also used as catalyst in the water purification. Means that it does not react, but is responsible for the purification of water. Then, at a certain temperature, fullerene exhibits superconductivity. Here, the behavior of conductivity changes at a particular temperature. Here we have explained the crystalline form of all the three carbons, that is diamond, graphite, and fullerene. Now, amorphous part of the carbon, we'll discuss it in the next video. Till then, have a great day.